Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Is that a car?
Bike question. 2 wheels off, now it's a bike.
Everybody know that we love everything that has an engine, either electrical, either with a nice Honda engine like this one. So we're gonna test everything, and that's our goal this year. So yes, we have a brand new Honda Rebelle, comme diraient les Français, James, 1100. But new for this year is the Touring Edition. James, what does it add?
The windscreen at the front and 2 storage compartments at the back, but watch out because they're not the same size.
Oh, there's a little bit of difference though. But as you can see also, this color is really looking great. And by the way, for our friend in the US, sometimes there's going to be a lot of difference between the Canadian model and the US model. But if there is, and if we make a little bit of mistake, well, feel free to tell us right there in the comments down there below, or we'll simply say, hey, it's normal, it's a Canadian model. So how do you like the look of that bike? It's looking really like some kind of custom, aggressive bike, but it's really a Japanese motorcycle.
Yes, so I like the look of that motorcycle, Matt. There's many motorcycles out there that are trying to have a retro look in the industry, but this one, it has a design, but in fact, it's super modern. The cluster is all digital, the automatic transmission, all the features on the handles. This bike is 2023 for sure.
Yes, it is. And as you can see, when you look at it from a straight line, you can see also the headlights looking really shiny. And you've got also all those black accents. It looks mean, even if it's a Japanese bike.
Exactly.
Also, James talked about it. You've got a cluster. You can select different driving mode from the button on the side. But the main feature of that bike is its dual clutch transmission. So the big question, would you go for a manual one or a DCT?
I'm not ready yet to go for an automatic. I wouldn't know what to do with my left side, and to be honest, it would just stress me.
But you tried the bike. How do you like it driving an automatic bike?
First of all, before talking about the automatic transmission, this bike is pretty light. You don't feel like a big cruiser like a Harley Davidson, And when you're riding the bike, it's weird because at first you're looking for the shifter, but once you're riding, it's pretty fun to drive.
It takes some time to get accustomed to it, but otherwise than that, I kind of like it because you know what? You can switch it from auto mode to manual mode, and you got both triggers right there on the left side. Let's say that you're in some kind of traffic, you want to pass a car, boom, boom, 2 clicks, floor it, you're gone. Even if you just let the automatic transmission decide for you, it's going to take a little bit of reaction though, but depending on your driving mode, you're going to be fine. It's pure acceleration and it's fun. And how about that sound too of the bike?
It's surprising for a Japanese bike. But the only thing, Matt, is that as you can see, everyone, we're tall. So on that bike, it's pretty low, and also the pedals are pretty high. So you can adjust with accessories and ask your dealer to adjust the bike for you. But the thing is, if you ride more than 1 or 2 hours, you'll feel that you're cramped, and it's not that pleasant for a long ride.
Yeah, it depends on what's your type of driving. For small commutes, hey, no problem. For a really long trip, you got to make some adjustment. A lot of people are going to raise the seat a little bit. I've seen some shorter people kind of change the height of the handle, but those pedals down there, you have a kid that could simply give a little extra 6 inches and you're going to be fine. It's going to be comfortable and it's not going to cost a lot of money to make those adjustments.
Exactly. And for the passenger, the exhaust is high also. So there again, for the comfort, it's not the best.
But you know what? Usually you do short trip with a passenger or those kind of bikes.
You're right.
Otherwise, you've got a ton of driving mode, and that's what I like. You can go from power to rain or to custom. There's other mode also in there, but you can simply choose whatever reaction you want from the bike, either from the power, the traction control, the engine braking, As soon as you're going to slow down, boom, it's ready. And how about that DCT reaction? Press on custom, choose whatever setting you want. The next thing you know, it's personalized to your own driving style. Usually you find those features in a lot of more expensive bikes, but right now there's a ton of that. And how about cruise control? As soon as you're over 50K, press on it, there you go, you're cruising along and you're not gonna hurt your wrist.
And you talk about price. Are you ready to hear it?
Yes, go ahead.
In Canadian dollars, if you're going with a manual, we're talking about $15,878 at $1,000 for the automatic transmission. And what we're having right now with the taxes and everything, we're talking about $23,202.
Well, that's not that expensive though when you consider all the stuff that you have. But remember that the Rebel is also offered in a 300cc version, 500, and this one. So you can start with a smaller Rebel, and you know, when you're good at it driving or you're comfortable with stronger and more powerful bike, you can go for this one.
So for beginners as much as experienced driver, this bike is for everyone.
Minus points.
I talked about it, the position is not great for the passenger also. There's many modes and there's a lot of information in the cluster, and it might need a bit of adjustment to know every mode, everywhere where you
get used to all the display.
Exactly.
Otherwise, on the plus side, those Honda bikes are reliable, but with so much electronics, it puts Honda in a position where they need to make sure that they will stay on top though. But that's gonna have to be seen over time, but I'm pretty confident. Be careful also if you're gonna add some accessories, some electrical stuff. They're pretty sensitive to the voltage, though everything works with that, and make sure that you install it properly and you won't have any ABS display or whatever thing you're gonna find in this cluster if something is not right. Otherwise, I kind of like it. I love the style of that machine. How about the sound and the low end torque that you get when you're riding that bike? The handling is really fun. Also, it can take turns. Maybe not as low as a sports bike, but it can take some. And I really dig those kind of motorcycle. I like the styling and the trend overall of that.
But the big question of the day, Matt, would you be ready to trade your Kawasaki Ninja 1000cc for that bike?
Well, you know, I don't like to change for change. My Ninja is still pretty good. Otherwise than that, maybe the next time I will buy a new bike, I will get into that more comfortable segment.
Wait for your back.
Yeah,
we'll need that one.
What do you think about this bike? Feel free to comment in the section down there below. Do a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you another time on another video of motorcycle question. Take care.